Hey Duncan, turn the radio off. It's time for dinner.
Okay.
Hey Mom, what's for dinner?
Oh my goodness, we're trying these new TV dinners. It's a whole meal in a tray, and it fits perfectly on our TV trays, so we can watch America's Funniest Home Videos.
Or maybe we can watch a videotape. I just got The Empire Strikes Back.
Well, I had a terrible day. I really wanted to have a slumber party with Piper. I tried using our cordless phone, but all I got was static until I extended the long metal antenna. But then all I got was a busy signal that went beep, beep, beep. I don't think they have call waiting yet. I guess I'll have to call somebody else.
You think that's bad? I went over to Cooper's house today and he got the brand new game Operation. It was so cool, state-of-the-art electronic parts that buzzed every time you messed up during the operation. But there was something wrong with the game because every time I tried to get the wishbone out, it would buzz. I finally got so angry that I just flipped the game board over and watched the pieces go flying through the air. Cooper says I can't come over anymore.
That's okay, honey. You can go to the mall with me. I want to go look for these new leg warmers I keep seeing the kids wear at school. I noticed them when they're doing their research papers using the encyclopedias. Those are really amazing. I think everything there is to know is in those books.
Well, I was reading a book today called 88 Reasons Why Jesus Will Come Back in 1988. It seems like all anybody wants to talk about is the end of the world.
I threw a wish in the well. Don't ask me, I'll never tell. I looked to you as it fell, and now you're in my way. I trade my
Hey Duncan, turn the radio off. It's time to eat.
kiss. I was okay.
Hey Mom, what's for dinner?
I made everybody's favorites, and I put bacon all over it. And I took pictures, and I put it on Instagram so everyone could see.
That sounds awesome. Maybe while we eat, we can watch a Blu-ray. I just got Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace.
Well, I had a terrible day. I really wanted to have a sleepover with Piper. I tried sending her a message through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Animal Jam. She hasn't responded to any of my instant messages. It's already been 5 minutes. I guess I'll have to ask somebody else.
You think that's bad? I went over to Cooper's house today and he got the brand new Xbox One. It was so cool, it recognized your face and had state-of-the-art graphics. There was something wrong with the controller though, because while we were playing the new Call of Duty game, I just couldn't win. I finally got so angry that I just chucked the controller across the room and watched it hit the wall. Cooper says I can't come over anymore.
That's okay, honey. You can help me shop on Amazon.com. All the kids at school are wearing these furry boots, and I want to see if they have them in adult sizes. I noticed it while the kids were researching their papers on Google. That is amazing. I think everything we need to know is on the internet.
Well, I was looking at a Christian blog today, and people were talking about the environment. And they were saying if Christians don't do their job and start taking care of the environment, the world may come to an end as we know it. It seems like all anybody wants to talk about is the end of the world. Hey Duncan, turn off the radio. It's time to eat dinner.
Okay.
Hey Mom, what's for dinner?
What do you mean? Just go in the kitchen and tell the replicator what you want. I mean, I know ours is kind of slow, but if you just wait 5 minutes, it'll come out nice and hot.
And after you got that, join us in the hologram room. I just got the new Star Wars Episode 25. Grandparents of Jar Jar Strike Back.
Well, I had a terrible day. I really wanted to have a virtual hangout with Piper, but our brain links were incompatible, and now I'm going to have to leave the house if I'm going to see her, and that's not going to happen. I guess I have to ask somebody else.
You think that's bad? I went over to Cooper's house and he got the brand new holodeck. It was so cool, you just plugged in your neural implant and you were right there in the game. We played Call of Duty 75, but there was something wrong with the implant because I couldn't win no matter how hard I tried. I finally got so angry that I just started smacking my head against the wall to turn off the implant. Cooper says I can't come over anymore.
That's okay, honey. You can help me shop for my virtual personality. At virtual school, I noticed all the kids had hair that was changing colors. I want to know if they can do that for adults, too. It's amazing. I noticed it while the kids were researching their papers, while they were swimming in the sea of knowledge. Everything is amazing. I think everything we need to know is on that matrix.
Well, earlier today I was taking a swim in the pool of theology, and people there were really upset and angry. They were talking about how the world out there has the church buildings we used to meet in, and they're starting to fall apart. And they said if we don't pay attention, that the world out there falling apart may mean the world in here will fall apart too. It seems like all anybody wants to talk about is the end of the world. Hey Duncan, turn off the radio. It's time for dinner.
Okay.
Hey Mom, what's for dinner?
Oh, you guys will be happy to know. I was able to trade some crochet hats for a chicken. It's roasting on the fire right now.
That sounds really good. Maybe while we eat, we can look at this cool Star Wars pop-up book I found while searching an abandoned building.
Well, I had a terrible day. I really wanted to see Piper, so I went over to her tent. But her mom said to go away. She was afraid that I have the disease will spread to Piper. I guess I'll have to find somebody else to search the wasteland with.
You think that's bad? I went over to Cooper's tent today, and he got a brand new pair of rocks. They were so cool. They had smooth surfaces and paints of color on them. We went out to the field to play with them, but when the zombies showed up, I started throwing the rocks at them to make them go away. Cooper says I can't come over anymore.
That's okay, honey. You can go to the barter market with me. All the kids at the story circle were wearing these necklaces made out of microchips. They're really nice. I want to know if they have them in adult sizes. I noticed it while the kids were looking through these pieces of paper that we found in an old building. I think everything we need to survive is in those shards.
Well, I was sitting around the church camp pit fire earlier and talking with some of the other pastors. Some of the elders were saying things have never been worse. But some of the young people were saying things have never been better. It seems like all anybody wants to talk about is the end of the world.